Hi friends, it's me, Miss Chacon. We are back. Today is Wednesday, and I hope you're all having a great day today. Today, we're going to be reading about our family stories, and a little bit later, you're going to be creating your own family tree. Now, you may ask, what's a family tree, Miss Chacon? Well, we're going to learn about that a little bit later. Before we start, just a little reminder. Tomorrow, so let me find it. Tomorrow we are Zooming, so if you have any questions about that, be sure to just ask me. I have all the directions here in English and in Spanish, so if you need any help, you can read that, and if you still don't understand, you can just talk to me on Class Dojo. So you have that, and also, please remember to look at our plans because our plans are telling us what we're doing every single day. We have Am I Ready, tally charts, all of this cool stuff that we're doing throughout the week. So please remember to be doing that. If you miss any videos, you can go back and watch them on YouTube, okay? Alright, so let's get started on our family stories. Now, our family stories, if you notice, every family is different and every family has their own story. So what we're going to read is we're going to read about a few people's family stories because family stories happened in the past. Remember, we're learning about the past, the present, and the future. That's the theme of this unit in language arts. We're learning about the past, the present, and the future. So, we're learning about the past because the past of our family is so important because it helped made you who you are today. So, what we're going to do is we're going to read about this, okay? Our Family Stories by Carrie Smith. Family Stories. Think of an important time in your life, like your first day of school. Who remembers your first day of school? Was it scary? Was it fun? Were you excited? I hope you were excited. Let's keep reading. Do you and your family talk about that time? Every family has stories that it shares. See what family stories the children in this book have to share. So let's read about two family stories. So here's Hector. Hector is 9 years old. He said, I was born at a hospital in New York City. Mom and Dad liked to tell me, you weren't supposed to be born for 3 more days. They had to go to the hospital during rush hour. So rush hour is when everybody's coming home from work, so the freeways are super packed and it's very crowded. So they were going to the hospital during rush hour when it was very crowded. They couldn't find a taxi, so they had to take a bus. And he said, this is my mom and dad and me at the hospital. This is them at the hospital. This is the first photograph my parents took of me. So this is Hector's family story. This is the story of how he was born. Every single story that you have with your family is so special and it's so worth remembering because right now what we're doing because of the virus that's out, we're spending so much time with our families that it's always good to talk about your family stories because it reminds you how much you love them. So this is Hector's story. Let's read one more story. Cammy. So this is Cammy. She is 8 years old. She says, when I was 2, Mama noticed that I didn't see very well. She took me to a special eye doctor, and he said I was almost blind in my right eye. So in her right eye, she was almost blind. Wow. I had to get glasses. I didn't like wearing them at first, but Mama helped me understand that they would help me. Now I like my glasses. So here's Cammy. She says, now I can see fine with both my eyes, and she has glasses. So this is another family story. So what I want you to do is I want you to talk with your family and say, hey, what's a family story that we have? Tell me about when I got glasses, or tell me about when I was born. Because right now that we're all so close together, It's so great to spend some quality, nice time with your family. I know right now it's so hard because we're all trying to get our schoolwork done and we're all trying to just do all this craziness, and some of your parents are still working. And I know that it can be stressful spending so much time at home, but I just want you to remember that family is so important. Your parents have been so amazing that they have been helping you do all of your homework. So I just want you to remember that your families are so, so important. So we're going to read one more story and then I'm going to show you how to make a family tree, okay? All right. Here's Anna, age 6. So I'm not sure which one is Anna. Maybe this is Anna or maybe this is Anna. But let's keep reading. I have a twin sister, Julia. Oh, so they're twins, so they look so much alike. So I don't know which one is Anna and which one was Julia. But they were twins, so they were born on the same day, and they were both in their mommy's tummy at the same time. We have a few twins in our class, like Arlene and Eileen. Let's keep reading. When we started school, our mom thought it would be best for us to be in different classes. That way we could each make our own friends. Oh, so they put them in different classes so they could make their own friends. Because even though they're sisters and they could be each other's best friends, they need to have their own friends and be their own person. So here's Anna's class photo. There's Anna right there. Let's keep reading. It was hard to be apart. We missed each other so much. We hugged goodbye every morning at school. See, so this is their family story. So your family stories don't just have to be with your parents. Your family stories can also be with your siblings too. You can have great memories with your siblings. And I know right now it can be hard to get along with your siblings because you think, "Oh my goodness, they're using the computer and I need to use the computer." Or, "Oh my gosh, they just ate all my snacks and I wanted to eat those snacks." And sometimes our siblings can kind of be like Cindy when we read about Cinderella is seriously so annoying. Sometimes we think our siblings are like Cindy. They're just so annoying and we don't know how to deal with them. But what can help is if we talk about the fun times and if we make our own fun memories now. So even though we're all at home, it doesn't have to be sad. Remember to make your own fun memories with your siblings, with your parents, with whoever's home with you, with your family, okay? All right, so we read a few stories about our family stories, and we know that families are so important. So what I want to do now is I want to show you my family tree. So here's a tree, and here's it says my family tree. Now you may think, why are you putting your family in a tree? Well, do you see these boxes, these circles, these boxes, and right here these little sticks that are drawing right here? So these are all connecting. So just like a tree connects, you know how a tree connects all the branches and leaves and everything like that? That's how a family is connected. We are all connected to each other and we're all part of one tree. So what I wanted to show you is I wanted to show you my tree right here. Now, just keep in mind, your family tree is not going to look the same as mine. You may have some blank spaces, or you may need to make your own spaces, and that's okay. So for me, I have Miss Chacon, so you're going to put your name right here at the bottom, whether your name is Richard, whether your name is Arlene, or whether your name is Josue. Your name is going to be right here at the bottom. And then up here, I put my dad, and up here, I put my mom. Now, I have my dad and my mom, but if your family is different, if you know that you're with your auntie and uncle, or you have two aunties, two moms, two grandparents, you can put grandma and grandpa. Whoever takes care of you, you can put them right here because every family is different. So if you don't have your dad or your mom, but you have somebody different who means just as much to you, who takes care of you, you put them right here, okay? Now, above each picture, above each name right here, you're going to put a picture. Now, I didn't put pictures because I can't do it on my computer. But what I would do is for me, I would put a picture of me, Miss Chacon, a picture of my dad, and a picture of my mom. So when you put your names right here, Remember to draw pictures of each person that you put on your family tree, okay? So here's my dad, here's my mom, and now let's look at this branch. So I'm up here, I go to this branch, here's my dad, and then we go up to the branches over here. Now we look at my grandpa Juan and my grandma Linda. They are my dad's parents. So when you get to the top right here, you're going to be putting the parents of whoever you put here. So the parents are of my dad. These are my grandpa Juan and my grandma Linda. Now, my grandma Linda was the person who raised my dad. My grandpa Juan did not come until later. He's not my dad's actual dad. He's his stepdad. But he raised my dad just as his own. He adopted my dad. So even though I'm not technically related to my grandpa Juan, he adopted my dad. Even though I'm not related to him, I love him like my grandpa. So I'm putting him on my family tree. That's why I say every family is different. So if you have maybe an adopted family member, that's totally okay to put them on your family tree because they're still a part of your family. So there's my dad's side. Now we're going to go up to my mom's branch. Ready? So we're going to go up. There's my mom. And then we're going to go up. And if you see a blank space here, and then there's my nana. My nana is my mom's mom. So she's my mom's mom, and I call her Nana. I don't call her grandma. I don't call her anything like that. So if you have a name that you call your grandparents, that they're not called grandma and grandpa, they're maybe called Lola and Lolo or something like that, you can totally put that. You don't have to put grandma and grandpa. So I call this my mom's mom. I call her Nana. And if you notice, I have this space blank because I didn't know who my mom's dad was. And so I have this space blank, but that's okay because every family is different, and I love my Nana. And so what I'm gonna do after this lesson is over is I'm gonna draw a beautiful picture for her, and then I'm gonna put a sunflower here because her favorite flowers are sunflowers. So when you do your family tree, it's gonna look different from mine. You may, if you have a bunch of people who take care of you, you can add more branches. Whatever you need, you can do it. Every family tree looks different, but they're all so important because they all helped make you. That's who you are. So I'm at the bottom right here. You're going to be at the bottom right here. So I just wanted to do this lesson because I wanted to remind you that your families are so important, especially now during this time. And I just want to remind you that you are all so amazing and you're all doing such a great job. And just remember that even though we can't be together, I'm so happy that you're with your families, okay? All right, so before we go, I just want to remind you today is our Zoom call. Our Zoom call is Wednesday and it's at 1 o'clock. So remember to come on. We're going to have a lot of fun, okay, friends? All right, that's it for today. If you need any help, you need to catch up on anything, you can go ahead and watch our old YouTube videos or just ask me a question on Class Dojo. All right? That's it for today, my friends. Bye.